less negative space, right?
I wish you'd be more positive. I really would. You're always negative space this, negative space that. This is kind of an intervention. Here's a moment. Like,
we're in a positive. We're in a positive space.
In a positive space.
How you doing,
yes.
buddy?
Let's promote positivity. Accentuate the positive. I watched Inside Out like 3 times with my son this week,
right.
and there was this moment where Bing Bong asks Joy and Sadness, who are out of headquarters and running around in long-term memory,
right?
And he's
this
like,
is the show, by the way. If you don't have kids, you haven't seen the movie
right.
Inside Out.
You should see it.
Bing
You'll
bong,
find
bing
out
bong.
how you think.
It's very funny.
But anyway, so he's like, you guys are from headquarters? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, so what are you doing down here? And Joy's like, I don't know, Sadness. You want to answer that one? Because Sadness was like trying to touch all the memories and make them all negative. Or
the
make them
reason
all
they were
sad.
down there is because Sadness screwed it up.
Because
so don't be sad is what you're learning from this movie.
Funny. And here's another little interesting thing for that movie. To add to, like, if to make you want to see it if you haven't seen it.
Two parents talking about kids' movies.
And if you,
that's what our new podcast is.
Pixar transcends kids' movies. Pixar isn't just kids' movies. It's like...
Oh, be okay. Like, before Jason had kids, he was just creepy.
Great films, right? No, only when I went to Cody Banks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, that was like... I wasn't feeling weird about it until Mr. Cashier was like, why are you seeing this movie? I'm like, because I like kids' movies. Yeah. He's like... You don't have a kid with you. So, I'm preparing for parenthood.
Right.
And then I just felt weird the entire film.
Right.
I couldn't even watch the whole thing. Yeah. Thanks, Mr.
Because it was
movie
weird.
guy. I should have complained to the manager. He made me uncomfortable.
How dare you make me feel
the way
as creepy as I look.
That I'm like trolling for children because I went to a Cody Banks movie. And it wasn't that good anyway.
Yeah,
so,
well,
but I had to find out. Anyway.
Why do you still have the Cody Banks poster?
The point of this is that, so they actually, different moments in the movie, they have different representations of different emotions. Right? And then they show the parents and their emotions at different scenes.
Yeah.
And Dad does not have a joy emotion. He only has disgust, sadness, and anger, and he has no joy. And Mom has joy, but Joy's not running the show like it is for Riley, or trying to run the show. Actually, Sadness is running the show for Mom.
Oh no!
Isn't that telling?
Oh no! Oh, now that just bums me out now.
Well, welcome to the Bill and Jason Show.
I'm Bill
Your
Hermann.
daily dose of let this bum you out.
Jason Jones there.
Or weekly dose.
We weekly. We have to be right up front. You noticed we took Memorial Day weekend off because we are Americans.
We did.
Yeah, we took Memorial Day weekend off. I had a lot of things going on. Jason had a lot of things going on. You had a lot of things going on, and no one really reached out and said, "Hey, where's your show?" So apparently, you had a lot of things going on too.
Thanks for pointing that out, Bill.
Yeah, no problem. Well, and tell me a little bit about what you did on Memorial Day. What did you do for the weekend?
Oh, the weekend?
Yeah.
Like I reset my life.
You reset it?
Yeah.
Oh, you were cleaning the house.
Yeah, see how exciting that is?
Well, you just come right out and say, I was cleaning my house.
Cleaning the house, mowing the lawn, doing everything that's been neglected for months and weeks or whatever.
A lot of people do that.
It's like getting reevaluating the budget, all that good stuff. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. We had some family over. We did the same sort of things. We cleaned them up around the yard, the house. It was actually kind of nice a couple of days. It was a little rainy, but the weekend before, I had a gig.
A destination event.
Yes, I drove 8 hours north to a town called Rugby, North Dakota.
Yeah, that's like an hour from my hometown.
Right, Rugby
Devil's Lake, home of the Satans.
Go Satan.
Actually, home of Satan.
Right.
They just don't speak. He's now he who shall not be named now.
He's
they
like
changed
Voldemort.
The mascot. He became Voldemort, right?
So the one thing that this town has a claim of fame is it's a small town. About 2,000 people.
Yep.
But there's a marker in the center of it that makes Rugby, North Dakota, the geographical exact center of North America.
Yeah, and it's been on either side of the highway at different times.
Has it really?
Yes. They so they can the gas
Well, it's because
station.
the highways changed though. Because I was told, but I met a girl whose great grandfather, built the monument, built the thing. Out of rocks and
next
stuff.
to his gas station.
Right.
To get people to stop.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we took a picture in front of it.
Well,
we stopped.
Well, no, it's good. It's economic sharing. So the one gas station doesn't get all the.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And I did a wedding up there in a very old building. It used to be an old ballroom and a basketball place. Back almost like Hoosiers, where they had those basketball courts where they the out of line, the out of bounds line is like not very far from the wall, and then there's a balcony right above the out of bounds line, all the way around. So it's like you can't take any long shots from that spot or anything like that. But and they've got a stage where they had the wedding party, and they had us. They wanted to have us on the stage, but no way to be up there and not be in the wedding party's pictures. So we kind of put it over to the side. But Kirk Holsland went up there with me, and we had quite the adventure.
Yeah, I know. I was there for part of it.
Yes, that's true. We drove. I have a Tundra. I don't have it anymore. I'll get into that. But I have a Tundra pickup truck, 2005, and a 12x6 Featherlight trailer with all of my gear. And we were going through. We had just gotten past Fargo about an hour to a city called Valley City, and you called me up to talk about a couple of things.
Well, yeah, I had an event that night.
Trying to get ready for it.
I was getting ready for it, so we were clearing.
Right.
And you were going to help me clear for the event, so I'd be ready to really be present. And if you want to know what that is, check out the entertainment experience.
Exactly. And so I'm listening to him, and thankfully I have got earpiece on, so I got both hands on the wheel, and I'm in the right-hand lane going around a corner over an overpass, and all of a sudden it felt like we had a blowout. While I'm talking to him. So it's like, oh, geez, oh my God. What really happened was the front tire on the passenger side uncoupled from the ball joint and literally folded under the truck, which gave me zero control over the steering wheel. And the steering wheel pulled me left, and it pulled me left across a lane of traffic towards the median and towards the overpass. What is that?
Guardrail.
Guardrail, yeah. And we were doing 70 when it happened. So
is it
literally,
2-lane highway
or 4 lane? Well, 4 lane. We had 2 lanes on both sides of the median. We were in the right lane, so we're getting drugged past. Thankfully, nobody was in the other lane as I get pulled through.
This is where you're thankful you're in North Dakota,
right? Well, it's a Friday. It's Friday at. We were 5:30, so there could have been there were
again
on the road.
Thankful that you're in North Dakota.
right. We were nowhere near the trees, so the people weren't near us.
So 5:30 is dinner time in North Dakota.
If we would have hit the guardrail, we would have gone over the guardrail and we would have careened into the abyss, because it's a lot of cliffs in Valley City because it's a valley, right?
Yeah, the abyss of North Dakota.
The abyss. So we go into the center median grass. And I just missed the guardrail with the front of the truck. And I've got him on the phone where I'm, hold. And he's quiet, and I forget I even have him. And the front of the truck misses the guardrail, but the back wheel on my side hits the guardrail, explodes 2 of the wooden posts, and then my trailer catches the cement post on the back wheel and tears not the wheel, but the entire axle from the bottom of the trailer, and literally took it off. The trailer kind of, you got the axle down here, and it went whoop, and the trailer went boom. And the cop tells me, because I was going into it and going across the median into oncoming traffic, and if the wheel hadn't come off of the trailer and the trailer drug itself along the grass median as I went up, I was headed into oncoming traffic. With wheels, I wouldn't have stopped.
The trailer stopped you.
Literally, I stopped. When I opened my car door, I opened and saw cement from the other lane. And we lived both. Kirk Holsland, a good friend of ours, he was with me, and he's over in the passenger side. I'm over here. And literally now we sat there for like 3 minutes going, you're okay, I'm okay, are you okay, are you sure you're okay, check that, are you okay, I'm okay. 5 minutes before we even got out of the car.
That's exactly how I remember.
And the moment, and then Jason's like, what happened? And I went, I gotta go.
Because I'm on the phone during all of this, and we're like talking along, and then I hear, whoa, and I hear this, I'm like, what is going on? Like somebody started a power saw, or like Kirk's over there going, I'm just going to cut this metal.
You didn't hear Kirk screaming it, though.
What's that? No, I didn't.
Because Kirk is like, yeah, whatever. He woke me up from a nap.
Right, and it's all this 10 seconds that's going on. Bill's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You didn't even say any words. You're just like, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, Kirk, are you okay? Are you okay, Kirk? You okay? And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And you're like, I gotta go. Click, and you hang up, right? That's only the second worst thing to click. While on the phone
I think
with
I
someone.
did say I'm okay, but I gotta go.
Yeah.
I don't think I said, call me later when I've been drained of blood.
Yeah, right. Right. I'm pinned under my truck. I gotta go.
So that being scary enough, we drove up. Thankfully, the wedding is on Saturday, so we're going up the day before. So it's Friday night, 5:30, in a town called Valley City, North Dakota. My truck is incapacitated. It cannot be fixed. My trailer is without without an axle.
Yeah.
Wheels, I could put back wheels on if I had an axle.
Right.
But no, I have zero axle.
Right.
And I don't even know if the inside of the trailer where all of my gear in is good. And I still have another 4-hour drive to get to Rugby, North Dakota.
Right.
So first, I started calling AAA, which was kind of dumb because they put me on hold. I call a cop. Kirk calls cops. First people there were the state patrol, and then we had a sheriff, and we had the local police. Literally, everybody within a few miles went, "Hey, something's going on!" So they came to us. I get out of my car and trying to make a joke as the state patrol's coming towards me. He says, "Hey, my name is I'm lucky to be alive," and he goes, "No, really."
You really are.
You're lucky to
that
be
really
alive.
is your name.
And that's when he started explaining to me what really happened. And that's when I started to shake, and like, oh, dear God. And all the reality of what's in front of me, of where I got to be, and I got to get my crap together and not be freaked out. And I got to go someplace for a wedding for somebody who paid me a really great deal of money to come 8 hours north to do a wedding in a town where pretty much everybody was going to be there from town.
Yeah, well, and then whether your gear works.
Right, and whether it's going to work.
And finding gear in North Dakota.
So the local tow company is also the local U-Haul company. Great, awesome, I need a U-Haul truck. We don't have anything. What? Well, no, I can give you a trailer. We have one trailer left.
Trailer?
I got to pull it with something. I don't have a vehicle.
Pull this trailer.
Right, exactly. You're the Sherpa. Yeah. So, no, we don't have a truck. Well, how do you guys not have a truck? You're the U-Haul. Well, we were going up at the time when all the North Dakota college kids were all getting off of school.
Well, so all four of them were rented.
All four of them were rented, right. So I'm freaking out about the fact we don't have a thing. The sheriff department gets there, and then the local cop and the sheriff guy pretty much kind of just walking around, hey, what's going on? And he hears us talking and says to Kirk, while I'm dealing with the other cop, I think I might know a guy with a truck. And I went, talk to him.
Yeah.
So he calls a guy who calls a guy who calls a guy. Within 30 minutes, we got a guy who's got a panel truck that he just bought in Nevada that he owns. Yeah, you could rent it. So great. Meet us at the tow place.
See, this is why it's like everyone knowing everyone in North Dakota is like really pays off.
Well, and I hadn't even gone to my
brother's
support
best
group
friend, niece's
We also
girlfriend.
called Dude Walker, who lives in Fargo, who's like, whatever you need, let me know. I'll be there I'll get you there with a truck and a trailer.
Yeah, and he's got a truck.
I even got gear. If your gear's screwed up, let me know. So all of that support was really amazing. And if you haven't started a support group of the DJs you know in your area, start it now, because this is where it really starts to pay off.
Or just it's all the reason to connect within the industry.
Right. And it's another reason for that. But honestly, true is that if you have an emergency, I had lots of people that I could have called. I had people from here in the Twin Cities who were willing to get in their car and come up.
I even saw someone on Facebook post, hey, have an emergency in my state, I'll come help.
Did they? I missed that one.
So you can start having emergencies in every state, right? And then enjoy all the help.
So we get over there, they tow us over with two flatbeds. Cost me a lot of money.
Yeah, sure, I'll rent it to you.
They leave it down.
You're desperate,
They take my trailer off and they just bang it on the ground. We open it up and all the gear, all of it, there's not one broken piece of gear. Not
amazing.
one. Not a light, cracked, nothing. So we take it all out. We put it all into the panel truck and we continue on. We get up to the event. The elevator is out. It's on the second floor.
I didn't
so
really
now
hear this.
we gotta haul our stuff upstairs without an elevator. And I'm an old man.
It's true.
It's not fun. So we're sore and got it all in, and we do the event. We got to load out, and then the next day we go back down. So anyway, because I knew Dude Walker, he met us with another truck in Valley City. We were dropped off one truck, took the other one, and we went on. Got home. I mean, it was literally, we took an 8-hour trip to North Dakota, turned it into a 15-hour trip, and did the same thing coming back because we had to switch trucks again.
Right.
So when it's all said and done, first of all, my truck, it looks like it's going to be totaled. My trailer, I learned a valuable lesson about trailer stuff and trailer insurance. And those of you that know this already, shut up. Leave me alone, okay?
This is only for those who don't.
But here's the thing. I was under the assumption that if I hook up something to the back of my truck, it's covered insurance-wise by my vehicle insurance. If I hook up a boat trailer or a boat or anything, and I tow it, my car insurance covers it. Not necessarily the truth. The truth is, if I hook up any, like your trailer, or a friend's trailer, or a rented trailer, and my vehicle insurance will cover it. But if I own the trailer, and I have to have my own trailer insurance, or I'm screwed.
So you're
and
screwed.
Guess what? I'm screwed. I've got a trailer that might not be able to be fixed. A $6,000 Featherlight trailer that is pretty much garbage now, if they can't put the axle back on.
So if you have a trailer that's an eyesore and you'd like to have a good home,
or if
he's adopted,
right? Or if you'd like, to buy an aluminum Featherlight trailer without an axle, I got one for sale.
Yeah, well, you could probably sell it to somebody who wants a tiny home. If they're all the rage and it's no longer a trailer anymore, it just kind of sits there. It's a metal tiny home.
So that's costing me money. The total on the truck, I'm only going to get like $11,000 on it, and that's going to go towards another truck or another vehicle. And I didn't have any payments, so now I have to add a new payment. I'm re-looking at all of my insurance, all of my liability insurance, just to be sure I haven't screwed that stuff up. All of my motor insurance, trailer insurance, all that stuff. I got to, because I'm learning a really valuable lesson, and I know it's valuable because it's costing me a certain amount of money.
Right, exactly. So what's the takeaway in terms of like someone going, I'm going to learn from Bill's experience and I'm going to plan and be prepared?
Well, plan and be prepared. First of all, you want to have that support group. You want to know the disc jockeys and sound people in your neck of the woods. I mean, and I would do it in an 8-hour circle or whatever that travel circle you're going to be in. You should know DJs all over. You should be connected to them. You should get to know them first of all, because those are your colleagues. If nothing else, you're going to learn a lot of things from being connected to your colleagues. Number two, you can call on these people for help because they need help at times. You're going to need help at times, and people who are not in our business don't understand what's necessary when you need help.
And people like it when you owe them.
Oh, you're telling me. You should understand how U-Haul works. I thought I understood how U-Haul completely
So
worked.
you have a contingency plan, like where could I rent a vehicle if I needed one, like along the way, just kind of as far as contingency planning with traveling.
Yeah, AAA is your friend. In fact, I found out through Dude Walker a piece that I did not have with AAA, which would have helped me with costing me some of the things it cost me. You want to have the Golden Plus AAA service. It's like $100 and some a year.
Yeah, it's like 20 more bucks a year.
But what you get in it is something I didn't know, which is called trip interrupt insurance, which means if this happened to him once, and what they did is they brought out 2 wreckers, 2 flatbeds, trailer, truck, all the guys, all the gear, and took them another 4 hours to a gig on the wreckers.
Wow.
Did the gig, put everything back into the wreckers, took them back to where they went.
And all that was covered?
AAA covered every damn bit of it.
Wow.
So get AAA, it's worth every damn penny.
And get the goldest, smurfiest package they've got.
Trip interrupt is the part you want to have, and you need to have the Travel Plus or whatever it's called. So I learned that. I learned that I have a lot of friends in this industry, a lot more than I thought I did. A lot of people who are willing to do for me, without asking, without
hesitation.
Asking a favor, without a hesitation. When Dude Walker is a guy up in North Dakota in Fargo that I know, and I used to know him better than I do now. He and I haven't talked in a long time. But when I got on the phone that day and I said, do you think maybe you could find some time, and I'll certainly compensate you if you want, but do you think maybe, before I got it out, he went, yes. He didn't say, well, what's going on? He didn't ask, well, what exactly do you mean? Let me put a little, let me make sure that I can help. He didn't. He just said yes. And he was there. And several guys here in the Twin Cities, Mike Anderson, a good friend of mine, said the same thing. I'll get in my car and come. Jason, same thing. If I can be there, I'm there. And they would have. And there were regular people reaching out, on Facebook saying, what can I do? Where can I be? So I learned that. I knew that I had a lot of friends, but the level of commitment to I will do anything that it takes to make sure that this is better for you was it impacted me in a way that I didn't expect. There was a bit of trauma to it, and I'm still kind of having not nightmares, but I didn't expect every night that I'm reliving it. I'm reliving the 30 seconds of it. Replays like a bad movie over and over and over, and I see different things each time.
Well, it's scary.
It was very scary. It was scarier afterwards. While it was happening, I got a compliment from all the cops and from Kirk. Like, I can't believe how well you kept everything under control. I mean, you were just on task.
You're at your best in a crisis situation.
Am I really? I didn't even. That's not something I would have ever said about me.
Clarity is easiest in a crisis situation because there's fewer choices and there's one mission. When you're not and you got lots of choices, you're like, I don't know, and then it's harder to keep clarity.
Right. So that was my week, and it's still going because the truck is still in North Dakota because it happened just before Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's off. Nobody wants to do anything. Yeah. So most of what I'm going to have to deal with now is starts this week, and now I still have to borrow or rent a truck or trailer if I can't get it all in my wife's minivan, which I may be able to with a little bit of dancing around. And then I'll get through this next weekend, and I have another one the weekend afterwards. But I have to buy a vehicle. And shopping for vehicles when you're limited on funds
is stressful.
It's stressful and not fun, and it's just not fun. You see all the things you want, and you just realize what you can really have. My truck was nice. I liked my truck. I liked everything about my truck. Yeah, it had some miles on it, and I was probably due, but it ran great, except for the fact that apparently the wheels were ready to fall off.
So, but who knows that one?
So I thank God that I'm okay. I thank God that my friend's okay. I thank God it didn't happen in the Twin Cities during rush hour traffic on the way to an event. Thank God my kids and my wife weren't in the car. It happened. If it had to happen, according to even the cops said, if it happened 2 seconds before or 2 seconds after, it would have been a much different thing.
Yeah.
Because if you would have missed the guardrail with the trailer, you would have been in incoming traffic, which would have been way worse. Probably would have hurt and or killed some people, including you guys. If it would have happened before, you would have gone over the guardrail and into the overpass. And those overpasses in Valley City are like friggin' cliffs.
Yes,
so you're dead if it happens early, and you're dead if it happens afterwards, or you have some serious stuff happening if it happens in a major metropolitan area.
Right.
So I'm thanking whoever's watching out for me.
Good job.
Thank you. You know something, Jason? Thanks for watching out for me.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be on the call while it happened.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So what kind of emergency things have you been through? What kinds of...
what contingencies have you learned to be able to make sure that you have so that you are prepared to let, if you don't have bodily harm, where it's like, I'm in the hospital,
right?
Right.
And
then I'm road tripping up to cover it for you.
Right. What would you do? What have you done? I thought I'd had some pretty scary and crazy things happen to me. This is going to be number one now.
Yeah. So post it on YouTube, post it on the Bill and Jason Show page. We look forward to hearing back from you.
Broadcasting from high atop planet Earth at a rate of 96 kilobytes sampled per second over the interweb in an effort to stop glorifying being busy. This has been an entertainment experience production.